Edinburgh Sharks, folks. Edinburgh Sharks. What a game. What a game. 5 minutes in, Edinburgh are going through these phases with nice passes, but then the Sharks just intercept through their 9, Grant Williams, and they go and score a try. Beautiful try, he shows his pace there. And I've always said he's such a good player, Grant Williams. He's brilliant, first class player. Really liked him in this game also. He really played well in the absence of Jaden Hendricks there. Inside again, 10 minutes in, Edinburgh get a line out, and then they try to wave like a maul, but they then turn over close to the Sharks try line. They can't drive it well, so the Sharks do very well there to defend that maul, and it becomes a turnover for the Sharks. On the 15 minutes in, Sharks still line out Edinburgh, leg accuracy. So from what I saw in the start of this game, you could see that Edinburgh, their set piece in the line out is not very accurate. They're losing a lot of steals, and I knew coming to this game that this was going to be a major issue for them. You know, they're not the most accurate side when it comes to line outs. And at the same time, when the Sharks still their first line out, their second line out, sorry, and Sharks try to play because they're close to their try line, and a guy called Wes Hussein seals the ball. It doesn't roll from the rack, and the referee sees this as cynical and gives him a yellow card, and he goes to the bin. So along all these minutes from the first minute, this game is played at such a high pace. And as I said, and I predicted before the game, that the Sharks would have to slow the ball down, because Edinburgh are going to be playing this game at a high pace, because they know that the Sharks are not settled in their defense, you know, and that's what they did. On the 18th minute, Sharks get a scrum close to Edinburgh's try line in the 22 zone, and they take it out from the back to 8, Pepsi Buthelezi, and they pass it nicely to some phases, and it gets to Fasi. Fasi gets tackled, but at the tackle he makes a nice pass to Manas Potgieter, 14, who goes and scores at the corner. A beautiful try from the Sharks. 23rd minute, Edinburgh penalty, they go to the corner, and then after that they go for a line out. They try to drive because they're close to the try line of the Sharks, and again they knock it on. Another mistake again from Edinburgh on their set piece there. They knock it on, and again I'm not surprised by these problems in the lineouts, because I know they are not the most accurate side when it comes to the set piece, especially the lineouts, you know. And the Sharks clear they get a scrum. Sharks get a scrum from that knock on, and they manage to clear. On the minute 26 again, Edinburgh get another lineout again, and they do the same problem. They can't. The throws from the number 2 are very inaccurate. Again, it's a poor line out. It's a lack of accuracy I've written here, and it's a steal for the Sharks. And this is a problem. As I'm sitting watching this game, I realize that they're gonna have a big problem here if they don't sort out this line out issue, because it's very critical in the modern game. The set pieces are very important. You need to be very accurate in the set pieces if you want to progress and win big games. On the 28th minute, Edinburgh score a try. I've made a note here, right? They are playing at such a high tempo. They're not allowing the Sharks defense to settle. Again, beautiful from the Edinburgh, playing at a high pace, using their backline very well. They are rushing everything because they know that the Sharks, they don't want the Sharks to settle. So they are playing everything at a high pace. And the Sharks on the other side are not even trying to slow down the ball. You know, sometimes at the team, if you realize that you're under the pressure, or if you realize that the other team is attacking you at a high pace and they're rushing quick ball, you're supposed to at least slow down the ball. Don't be too honest. Sometimes you have to infringe, you know. Slow down the ball, don't roll on the rack, you know. Subtle things that can help to reduce the pace of the game. But the Sharks fail to do these things. So these guys, Edinburgh, 28th minute, they score a try from playing at a high tempo. On On the 30th minute, Sharks win a penalty, and they go and for a corner close to the try line of Edinburgh, and Van Vuren chose a very poor line out. Van Vuren is someone that I don't really, I won't say I don't like. I just don't value him that much. I don't see him as a top player. I feel like Sharks are really suffering right now because they meet Springbok Mbonambi. They are regular number 2, Springbok number 2, the hooker. Van Vuren has not been doing very well at his absence. He's been very poor. In general play, he's not the best. You know, he makes concedes a lot of penalties for the Sharks. He makes mistakes in the rucks. He's not a good player when it comes to open play. Also, he's throwing at the lineouts. It's horrible. So what he's supposed to be doing as the hooker, he's not doing very well. So I'm not impressed by him. From this poor throw from Van Vuren, Edinburgh get the ball, and they're playing at such a high pace. They are number 15. Edinburgh's number 15. The fullback kicks the ball from his inside his half, and it goes all the way for the 50-22, close to the try line of the Sharks. Pressure traction. Edinburgh go for a line out close to that because they have regained position 50-22. They go for a line out, and from this line out they play the ball. They do a nice big play, and this is done at a high pace. Sharks don't even get the time to resettle. Once they first phase they tackle, they don't get the time to resettle, to be on the trenches, on the defense, and Edinburgh just moving the ball to the far flanks on the other side where they realize that there's an overlap, and they score a try. Sharks at this moment towards the halftime are chasing shadows. It is difficult chasing shadows. The game is played at such a high pace, and their forwards are not even trying to slow it down. Shem, I'm just shouting them by myself. Slow down the ball, guys. Slow down the ball. I know, of course, they can't hear me, but you know, I'm a fan. They're no infringements. They are so honest. Sometimes you can't be that honest, man. When the other team is attacking you to high pace, you're supposed to slow down the ball. Try to don't roll at the tackles. You know, that split second that you get to roll. Still those extra seconds to not roll, you know, so that you slow the ball down a bit, you know. So Edinburgh score another try again before the halftime, and both teams go to the sheds. Halftime, the score is 19 Edinburgh 17 to the Sharks.